Well, hello and welcome to Track Chat, brought to you by bagsracing.com. You join us at a very lively Ladbroke Stadium at Crayford, where we've had the final of the Ladbroke's Gold Collar, one of the most prestigious and oldest events in the calendar. 1933, I think the first running was. But we had three major finals. Joining me once again is Sky Sports' Anthony Ennis, and we kicked off with Slippy Masker, who was a warm order in the 874 10 bends running out of trap 2. Did you expect her to lead, Enzo?
I didn't. I thought she was going to turn second or third. I was looking to Paddy Flash perhaps on the outside in trap 5, or maybe for Lacquer Dash to show a bit of early dash out wide. But once she got to the front, it was a question of where Ribble Atom was, and the answer to that was back in 5th place. And Slippy Masker's got so much middle speed, Hobbsy. She's got excellent form here over 714. She's going to have the pace to go further and further clear. She had them on the rack, didn't she, on the first circuit? She just went further and further away. Eventually, Cutie's Bullet comes through in trap 3 to get second as they went out to the final circuit with Ribble Atom, who probably wants to go around again back in third. But what a run, what a week it would be for the bitches. Of course, her sister would win the big race later on, wouldn't she?
Absolutely. Shot to prominence, of course, in the early rounds of the Ladbroke's Golden Jacket. There were 1-2 niggly sort of injury issues with her, but this is a great training performance from Hazel and Michael Kemp, and great to see Michael back on track after being sidelined recently. But she was imperious, I thought. She wins the Ladbroke's Kent Cesarewitch for Kathleen Barney, Mr. Chesson, Hazel and David Redmile. So success for Slippy Masker. But in terms of the Ladbroke's guys and dolls, you always felt the girls might just be up against it. Recent records suggested the boys were the ones to beat when it comes to the Ladbroke's Golden guys and dolls, I should say. And that was the case once again. Running out of trap 5, Pure Plaisir, trained by Aaron Green. Blistering pace to the first bend, Enzo.
Yeah, Pure Plaisir again. It goes to the boys. I think it's the 5th year in a row that the boys have put the girls in their place. And Pure Plaisir, who I think you explained what it means tonight, didn't you, with your Romanian translation? Well done. And just ran them a merry dance. Superb early speed. Trap 3, a bit unlucky perhaps. Barnfield Angel checked off at the second bend. It was left to Wildfire Blossom to get second. But Pure Plaisir was electric, Hobbsy.
Yeah, pure pleasure.
Thank you.
In Romanian, Pure Plaisir wins for local trainer Aaron Green, and very much has been dominated by local Crayford trainers, much to the delight of Danny Raymond, racing manager at Crayford, who presented the prize for the connections of Pure Plaisir in the guys and dolls final. So we roll on now to the Ladbroke's Gold Collar final, and there was only one bitch in the race. Her name was Maze Highland Reel, trained by Martin Wiley. There looked to be a battle between the 3 and the 4. Martin Wiley, of course, the subject of a kennel feature with Darryl Williams. He was pretty confident, but he knew she had to do everything right to the first bend. Boy or girl, she did.
She certainly did, and she hasn't just won it, but she's taken down the track record, obviously, that 33.09, lowering that track record that stood for 13 plus years here at Crayford, over 5:40, unbeaten through the event, blistering early speed. She's a full sister to Slippy Masker, who won the Kent Cesarewitch earlier on, and she wasn't stopping at the end of this race. She's got all-round pace. She's absolutely thriving, this bitch, and never looked like getting caught.
She didn't. No, Oakfield Caesar has run his usual honest race to John Mullins, whose father, Pat, won with Sports Promoter back in the day. But this was a first Category 1, a first major success. An original classic, actually, is the Gold Collar in the Greyhound calendar. And it's been won by the Romford trainer, Martin Wiley, courtesy of fast improving bitch Maze Highland Reel. And the track record very much was the icing on the Gold Collar cake for Connections. And of course, great to see Yahoo Victor in the final, looking to defend his title. Wasn't to be for Barry O'Sullivan's Greyhound, but nevertheless, Maze Highland Reel doing the business off the front in great style.
Yeah, he was 4th, wasn't he, I think, in the end, Yahoo Victor. Well, Jack's Magic reaching the final, which just came in as an also ran to make up the numbers and finished 5th. So it was a great campaign as well for Jack's Magic.
Name on the Gold Collar Roll of Honour as well. Dinky Luckhurst back with Pure Patches 1998, no less.
Okay, Bubbly McCoy, just didn't happen for him. It's not been their sort of
luck
in the finals.
No, it hasn't. Out of luck at Yarmouth, of course, with a couple of bubblies, but got pretty much beaten into that first bend by Maze Highland Reel. Had to hold his position, was unable to do that, and the 4 went on to land the spoil. So where are we going to take you next, guys and girls? Where are we going to take you? We're going to take you to Central Park for the Kent Derby.
Aren't we? We're keeping the Kent
we're staying
going.
in Kent, it's a Kent Derby and, of course, the Grand National Finals. We're looking forward to a visit to Central Park next week.
Yeah, Radio gets manic, springing on.
Well,
hopefully.
let's hope so. You're probably watching this maybe after the semi-finals. Let's cross fingers. Those two champions are there. We'll see you at Central Park next week. Good night.